Hello, how are you doing today? I want to share a word that I received this morning, and it's just on my heart. As if I don't share it, it's not going to come out. My heart is not going to be at peace. So it's just a word. I was reading, the story of Elijah, First King, chapter 18, from verse 41 to verse 46. Elijah is there. The prophet Elijah, he's already shown how his God is greater than the God of Baal, and 400 prophets and the 400 and something more, how they were embarrassed, right? It was just ridiculous how they prayed to their own God, and that God was not living. It was a dead God. And Elijah he prayed to the God of Abraham, Isaac, of Jacob, and God showed up with fire coming from heaven. Anyways, that's the background story. And so here's the part that really spoke to me as I was meditating in the morning. It says in verse 41, right? Then Elijah said to Ahab, "Go get something to eat and drink, for I hear a mighty rainstorm coming." All right. So Ahab went to eat and drink, but when Ahab was going to eat and drink, Elijah climbed to the top of the Mount Carmel and bowed low to the ground and prayed with his face between his knees. Then he said to his servant, "Go and look out towards the sea." And the servant went and looked, then returned to Elijah and said, "I didn't see anything." So, anyways, and then 7 times Elijah told him, "Go and look." Finally, the seventh time, his servant told him, "I saw a little cloud about the size of a man's hand rising from the sea." All right. And with that sign, Elijah shouted, "Hurry to Ahab and tell him, climb into your chariot and go back home. If you don't hurry, the rain will stop you." So I was like, number one, Elijah, he felt in his spirit, something about to happen. The rain is about to come. He felt it in his spirit. And he released the word of faith to Ahab, right? And as Ahab is believing, Elijah goes now and pray over what he received in his spirit. So it's not just enough to receive in your spirit. It's not just enough to believe or to have faith, right? Which is great. Number one step. But you have to pray upon it. So it's interesting that Elijah went to pray after releasing the word. He went to pray. And the first time it didn't work out. The second time it didn't work out. The third time, he prayed 7 times, persistence in prayers. And the seventh time, his servant, or the person who was helping him, his assistant, saw a tiny, tiny, tiny sign. A cloud the size of a fist of a man. The size of a fist. I mean, that's like a tiny glimpse of hope. And Elijah was like, "Yes, this is what I need." And he was like, "Go and tell him that it's going to pour out rain. Pour out rain." Do you see that kind of faith? I just love that example. I love that example because it also gives us kind of like a methodology. Of course, God is not always like in patterns, but it shows you how, yes, you can feel something, coming in your spirit, and you can know that something is coming, but you have to pray upon it, persistently pray upon it. And when you see a glimpse, a baby step, you run with it. Run with it. All right. Have a great day.